Hi, Quinn. Sorry I could not get back to you sooner. I've just had a busy day teaching. So I just wanted to look at the previous assignment. I did a screenshot here for you from the one from last year. And what he did last year is he gave them one where he was saying the target was 8 for the limit, and the limit is actually 7 when you plug in 2 into 2x plus 3, right? And so if you look at the problem that he gave you for number 2, he's asking you for the limit as x approaches 2 of this function. And if you actually put in 2, you would get minus 2 plus 2, which is equal to 0, not 1. And so the difference between the two limits here, between the two values, is 1. And that actually follows what he's doing here. So he's saying, like, since the distance is between 7 and 8, the distance between 7 and 8 is 1, then picking an epsilon less than 1 should work. And so here, the distance between 0 to 1 is 1, the same as that. And so we're going to pick an epsilon less than 0, which means, I'm sorry, it's been a long day, less than 1. And then you can follow the exact same steps that he did in that example, where you're going to find that your delta is not going to win the game for B. And so the, sorry, this is a little blurry. So if you follow the same steps that he's describing here, then choosing your epsilon, you can go with the same number as epsilon at 0.05 for player A, and then for player B, you're going to choose your epsilon equal to any value of x less than 2, because that's our limiting value here. And then player A is going to win the game by choosing any x, let's see if I can squeeze it in here, any x equal to 2 minus delta over 2. And it follows the same steps as the solution that he provided in the last game, or I'm sorry, the last assignment. So the other way to do this would be to use the game for number 1, since it works, and you can use the game there and follow the steps for how the game works. And then if you were to choose to use the definition for number 2, that's why I was asking you in the last email which way you did it. If you use the definition in number 2, you would not be able to rearrange the equation that you start with, this equation here. You would not be able to rearrange it so that delta equals something times epsilon, or something divided into epsilon. And so you would be able to show that you can't equate delta to epsilon and that B can't win the game. That would be the other way to go about it. So either way, I think that's the way to go about it. And if you're looking at his previous solution, it should take you through questions 1, 2, and 3 pretty easily. The last 2 questions, the maple one and then finding the sine of x plus pi over x, are a little bit different than the previous assignment. And if you need help with those, then email me back, okay?